Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with a review of TK Series 09 Kamen Rider Drive Type Formula. This guy is a pretty unique guy. Well, I guess I'll just say to start. I guess we'll start with the box like usual. I just always start with the box. But okay, so pretty typical stuff. This is obviously where the figure was. You got a picture of the figure there. Here it demonstrates that you can use all the other line on it. So he's got these little tiny tire floaties on him, but you can actually put the full-size tires on him, which is neat. It's definitely a unique bit. There's a cool little in-show shot of his helmet. On the side you get another shot of him shooting the trailer hoe, and then on the back it just shows you how he works. Excuse me, sorry about that. Advertising the rest of the line, and you can get Trideron, and he can stand next to it because Trideron doesn't have a type formula transformation. He can stand next to Trideron. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. For what he comes with, it's pretty much just this, which is his little trailer cannon, the trailer hoe. Stand up. Nothing too spectacular. I mean, it does get the job done. It's just blue and black with a little bit silver, but it just sets itself apart enough. It's not all one solid color. It does a fine job of being a trailer gun. Okay, so this form here is pretty unique. I have so many mixed opinions about this form. I like a lot of it, but at the same time I don't, if that makes any sense at all. I feel like I really dig his helmet sculpt, but I wish the background was white instead of yellow. I don't know why they chose yellow. I'm sure there's some logical reason, but I feel like it would just look better to blend in here. In the toy, it actually doesn't look quite as bad, but definitely in the show, the whole concept of essentially a formula car driving through his chest is very clunky. Like I said, there's part of me, I think it looks really cool. There's some really cool, sleek ideas going on here. I love the head sculpt. I think that this kind of looks good, but at the same time, it's so clunky, and I wish that the yellow was white. And then down here, you got his floaty arms, which, again, there's some cool ideas about it. And he has, you know, these special formula car ones, and the TK tires come in a different exclusive set, which I think is dumb. I think it would have been neat to do a slightly more expensive type formula set that just came with this and then the ones that had it, but I don't know what their thinking is anymore in terms of tires. So you essentially just get these two little generic floaty ones. You get the driver there, pretty generic. You can see there's actually a little symbol on it though for type formula, which is neat. And then the bottom of his legs are, you know, just kind of generic. Whenever I do this, I feel like I'm falling. Just want to point that out. But yeah, but look-wise, regardless of my opinions on the form, like, you know, I was evaluating the form, regardless of my opinions on it, positive or negative, I think it's one of the stronger looking TK figures. Articulation-wise, he essentially is the same as the other drive figures. You got the 360 joint, the in and out movement. You are just a little bit more hindered by his giant chest piece. You do have the single elbow joint here, once again, hindered by his tires, some swiveling, the two finger joints, the swiveling at the waist, 360 leg articulation, swiveling here, single knee joint, the little ball joint. You can move his head back and forth, up and down. You can actually move the little visor a little bit. So it is the same, if you're familiar with the TK figures at all, it is the same base mold. The only real difference being is that he's got a lot more bulk to him, so he is a bit more hindered in a lot of areas. And like I said, the tires here, they are swappable. These are two tire ports. You know what? Fine, that one doesn't want to come off. We're going to do this one. I don't have one here, and I feel really bad about it. But you can swap this out for anyone. You can put any of the large... You saw it on the top of the box. You can put any of the larger tires on there, which can be fun, which I think is unique. But yeah, like I said, my opinions on the form itself are mixed. There's like almost equal parts positive and negative in terms of design. But just in terms of the figure, I definitely think it's one of the stronger looking ones for sure. I really like the way they have the compound effect on the eyes there, or the almost compound effect on the eyes. I think the paint looks good. It's just overall, I think, a good representation of the form. I think it looks good on the shelf. I'm very pleased with the way it looks aesthetically, for sure. So if you're a fan of Formula, I can recommend it, because like I said, it's one of the better looking figures in general. From the TK line. And the arm thing is kind of fun. I mean, I don't know if he'll ever use regular tires on these ones on the show. I don't know at this point. By the time you're watching this, the show could be over and he's done that. But regardless, I think that's kind of fun for people that just like the fun aspect of the figures. So I can recommend this figure. I think it's one of the better TK figures quality-wise. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at WritersRangersRamos.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, it's Dawson Rider, signing out.